Do I need to inspect anything else before winter?
Kind of the last thing would be your crawl space in your attic. It's two areas that you don't typically, you don't explore those spaces that often. If you have insulation in the floor joists, the wintertime is when that stuff comes in. That's when it's most important. So it's always good to kind of poke your head underneath there, roll around, whatever you feel the need to do. Now's a great time to get underneath there and just make sure everything's tight. So now's a great time to get underneath there and do any little maintenance like that. Same way with your attic space. If you have blown in insulation or bad insulation, get up there and just make sure everything's nice and tight. Insulation, your R values, those R values only maintain that certain level if the insulation is installed properly. So, if bad insulation is supposed to be this thick and it gets put down to this, you went from like an R20 to an R10.
I know there's such thing as baffles up in the eaves, like in your attic.
Yes.
If you see daylight, is that necessarily a bad thing?
Yeah, that's part of the design. So if you're in your attic space and you look down into your soffits, if you see daylight coming through there, then that means it's proper.
And then if you don't feel comfortable or if you physically can't do it, call on somebody who can.